it is a sunny autumn day. I love working in the kitchen on days like today. Today we are going to do two different projects. One regarding tomatoes and one regarding, this is heavy, apples. This is 13 gallons, 13 quarts. For the tomatoes, we picked all of our green tomatoes a couple weeks ago and we have been ripening them. So we've got 2 platters full of ripened tomatoes that we're going to slice on our dehydrator. And then we have at least this 13 quart bucket of apples. We soaked them in half water, half white vinegar, and then we rubbed each one of them really well under warm water. So it's cleaned them. They're not organic, but I'm okay with that because we were able to clean the outside. And yes, I know that the inside is still affected, but I'm not worrying about that today. We're gonna do a couple projects with the apples over here in our apple station. Okay, the first layer is done and I've just salted it. A lot of times I will salt it and put basil on it, and that is super yummy as well. And over here is our Johnny apple peeler station. So we've got our cleaned apples and then our apples that have been peeled, cored, and sliced. I love it. So we've got all of these. We're saving the shavings and the cores for our apple brandy, or I think you can make apple brandy and then if you leave it longer it turns into apple cider vinegar. So that's what I'm going to be making. I might try the brandy. So here is the peeler and Lacey's going to show us how it works. Oh my word, that is just so quick. Last week and the week before we've been making all sorts of dehydrated apples and pears, and peeling them and slicing them and coring them took so long. We didn't realize or remember we had this, so this is just so much quicker. Good job. Thanks, Lacey. Oops. We're learning how to get the core out of there. Usually it's easier. Of course, this one time we're on camera, it's not coming off easy. Wow, that one really wants to stick, doesn't it? Yeah. Yay, good job. See, normally they're coming off in whole pieces, but not always. Awesome. Okay, I'm taking a little pause on the tomato slices because we have a bowl full of apples and Lacey needs the bowl again. So what I'm going to do with these is I am literally going to stump these in our crock pot or on the floor, whichever one lands, wherever. And how I have always done apple sauce is I like to pour just filtered water in. I'm not measuring it. There is tiny bits of skin on some of these. I'm putting about 1 inch or 2 at the bottom. There we go. And then I'm just going to do a couple handfuls of, dry my hand off on my clean jeans. A couple like tablespoons or whatever of cinnamon. So this may have been between 3 and 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to do that. We're going to put our lid on it and just cook it on low overnight. I'll be checking it, I'll be stirring it, and it's just so good, and it smells delicious too. So I'm super excited to get this going, but I just wanted to take a pause on the tomatoes to show you what we're doing to empty out the bowl and to start the whole process of the apple sauce and apple cider. All right, we started our apple sauce on high at 4 o'clock. So I just wanted to show you that. I'll show you how it's looking in a couple hours. Okay, so the applesauce took about 4.5 hours on high, but remember they were pretty thinly sliced. So this is the consistency that we just chopped it up with, and we really like that. This was full plus a little bit more, and several of me and my kids had these size bowls, which is probably 3/4 of a cup, I would guess, of a snack just now, and then 3 of us also packed one of these for lunch tomorrow. So, you know, the quart and a little bit more, and then the juice or apple cider was also this plus enough for each of us to get a really nice big swallow, like 1/4 of a cup drink. So anyway, it was delicious. It obviously reduces way down. I probably would not put as much water in just because the taste is a little bit watered down, but it's delicious. It is really delicious. So I put a little drop of stevia sweetener in it, and that helped tremendously. Okay, and then I also wanted to show you the tomatoes are still pretty squishy and stuff. So these ones are obviously very squishy. So those are going to keep going through the night, and the apples are going to go through the night as well. They're a lot thicker and more dried out than the tomatoes, but they're still enough. So I'm just going to turn them down to 95 throughout the night. I'm also going to rotate the trays all so they're all closer, you know, they all get even fan time, and then they'll be done. We'll have tomatoes, mangoes down here, and apple slices tomorrow morning to put away. We're so excited. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great night.